Welcome to 수완산한타 online summer program. Hello students, welcome to week 2. We will do our writing warm-up. The prompt is, what do you think about school uniforms? Do you agree or disagree? Should other jobs like police, doctors, and military wear uniforms? So students, first of all, what is a uniform? What is a uniform? Well, in the pictures here, we see a scout, and we see a student, and then we see government workers. How do we know who they are? Well, they are wearing uniforms. This is a scout uniform, a student uniform, and then government uniforms. So different people wear different clothes. That is what a uniform is. So do you agree or disagree? Do you think it is good or you think it's bad we wear uniforms? And then we talk about police, doctors, and military. Okay, so this is called opinion writing. Like, what is your idea? What do you think? You can say, I think, what is the prompt? What do you think about school uniforms? I think school uniforms are, what? You think they're boring? Are they exciting? Are they fun? What are they? So answer that question. I think school uniforms are. You can write a sentence or two about that. The next part of the prompt, do you agree or disagree? I agree with school uniforms because. So when you say I agree, like hendoy, I think it's good. I agree with school uniforms because students need to wear clothes. Or maybe you don't like it. I disagree with school uniforms because. Why? Tell me why. Write at least 2 sentences about that. And the third part of the prompt, we talk about jobs. Jobs. Policeman, doctor, military. Jobs like police or doctors should wear uniforms because So if you agree, you said yes, doctors, policemen should wear uniforms because. Well, what if you don't agree? You don't like that idea. Should not. Should not. Up to you. Write 2 sentences about that. So I'll give you some time. Think about it. What is your opinion? Do you like school uniforms? Do you think they are good? Do you agree? Disagree? What do you think about jobs? Should jobs have uniforms? Okay, so I will let you finish that. Next part. We are warmed up. We are ready to study grammar now. Error correction. Error correction is very important. A lot of tests have error correction. So we will look at different parts of speech, identify subject and verb like we did last time, and that will help us find the correct answer. So let me take a screenshot here so I can draw. And we will do like this. Okay, so first one. When you go to visit the Browns tomorrow, please take to them these cake recipes. Okay, so what is our subject and what is our verb. So in the first part of our sentence here, this is dependent clause. When you, subject is you. What is our verb? Go. Subject, verb. To visit, infinitive. The Browns. Who is that? The Browns. Well, that is last name of the family. So it's the family, the Browns. Everybody in the family is named the Browns. Tomorrow. Please take to them these cake recipes. What do you think is wrong here? What do you think is wrong here? Well, I can tell that this is not correct. Please take them these cake recipes. We say take them these cake recipes. We don't need to. Okay, next. David and I fall asleep immediately when we went to bed last night. David and I fall asleep immediately when we went to bed last night. So subject. We have compound subject. David, and we have I. Now what is our verb? Fall. And we have a dependent marker here. When we went to bed last night. So this is our first part of our sentence, independent, and this is dependent. Okay, when we went to bed last night. What do you see? What do you think? I can tell there's a problem with our verb. Our verb does not match went. It's unparalleled. Fall is present tense. Went is past tense. So how do we fix that? Well, we can't say David and I fall asleep when we go bed last night. We know it's in the past. Every verb has to be in the past. So it would be fell asleep. Okay. Next. George will write to Molly if he found her address. George will write to Molly if he found her address. So subject, George. Verb, will write to Molly. That's our object. If, condition, this becomes dependent. If he found her address. So because this is conditional if, we cannot use the past tense. We have to use present. If he finds her address. Next. Please gives Wasan some taro pies if you have any left. Now, we studied imperative sentence last time. We don't have the subject here. The subject is not in the sentence because the subject is you. It's like a command. If mom or dad says, clean your room, the subject is you. You clean your room. Well, what is our subject here? You give. Please give. So you is our subject. Can we say you gives? He, she, it gives, but we don't say you gives. You give. You please give. Okay. Barbara and Sally used to live in Liverpool. One day they have to go to Manchester, so they bought 2 first-class return tickets. So the first part in our sentence here, Barbara and Sally used to live, past tense. Past tense, used to live. One day they have to go to Manchester. So they bought. So we know this is past tense. This is past tense. But what about have to go? Well, if it's in the past, it would be had to go. Let's keep going. Next. Tom is the man whom I think scored the winning points for the basketball team. Tom is the man whom I think scored the winning points for the basketball game. So here we have subject Tom and we have verb is. Whom, is that referring back to Tom? Yep, I think so. But whom is always an object. Is Tom an object or is it subject? Tom is subject, so we cannot use whom. We have to say Tom is the man who I think scored. Next, she said she might not see her son for one another year. How do we count years? How do we count time? There's special rules. We cannot say one another. What does another mean? Another means one. And then we also have one here. For one year. That doesn't sound good. We must say for another year. Okay? My teacher's voice is so low for me to hear. My teacher's voice is so low for me to hear. Well, this one we are talking about an adjective saying it is enough of something or not enough. So I would say it's too low for me to hear. It's not enough. I want to talk with you before my uncle will arrive. I want to talk with you before my uncle will arrive. If it's going to happen very soon, will is the future, but we know it will happen so soon. So we will use present tense, my uncle arrives. Don't use the future tense. Okay. We still have quite a bit to do. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 questions. I'm going to make that your homework, and I will grade your writing, and I will grade the other items as your homework, and I'll see how you do. Okay, I'll see you next time. Goodbye, students.